Hello everyone and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be setting up a small snake enclosure. This one is particularly for like ball pythons, corn snakes, Kenyan sand boas. This is a really great baby snake cage if you're a beginner and you're looking to go with a tank route. And this is how I would recommend setting it up once you are at home. So let's get right into the video. Here we have a 10-gallon aquarium. You can get these at Home Depot, you can get them out in Walmart, you can pick them up at your reptile supply store, you can pick them up at a reptile show. So we have the 10-gallon, we have a lid, and we have everything inside. So let's get right into what I recommend putting inside. Here for the bedding, we have aspen bedding. Now I recommend this for baby colubrids, baby ball pythons, and baby Kenyan sand boas. For the baby Kenyan sand boas, I also recommend keeping them on aspen chips, which is a little bit smaller, easier for them to get through. Some people don't like those, so it's up to you if you want to go ahead and use them. Next thing I have is a water bowl. I always prefer a large, shallow water bowl as opposed to a small one that's kind of tall, especially if you're going with something like a baby sand boa. It's much easier for them to get into something like this than something very tall. How you choose to decorate it is up to you. I always recommend having a hide, something they can go into and feel more secure. And this one is on the heated side. This is another piece you can add in for the cooler side. And then here I have a thermometer. You can buy a fancier one. This one is less than $1 at Home Depot, just so you can get a feel of what your temperatures are in the tank. You can also get one that measures the humidity. So this is just basic, simple setup. I don't recommend going crazy with it for your new baby at home. I recommend keeping it very simple, at least to begin with, for the first few weeks or few months while you have your new baby. Now we can get into the heating portion, which is one of the most important parts of keeping a reptile that needs heat, such as all the snakes I've described, sand boas, corn snakes, and ball pythons. So there's two different heating elements that you can give them. One is a light over the tank, so a lot of people do it, or you can go with under tank heating. Personally, I prefer under tank heat. I like the fact that it gets belly contact and I think it helps them digest their food better, but other people want to use lights and that's perfectly okay. Make sure when you are getting your heating system, if you do want to go with under tank heat, that you get everything you need. So it comes with a heating mat, and we just place this on one side of the tank. You don't want to have the whole bottom warm. You want to have a warm spot and a cool spot that your snake can get away. If it feels like it's too hot, it can get to the cool side and vice versa. But when you buy these heat mats, you have to make sure that you buy a thermometer along with it, because heat mats will go crazy temperatures and can end up killing your snake if you don't have a thermostat with it. So here is a small thermostat. I think these are about 50 bucks if I am right. It might even be cheaper. This is a Zoomed thermostat. So basically what you do is you connect the heat mat plug right here, and this thermostat is going to have two wires to it. This one is the probe. The probe you want to have actually going into the tank and laying on the bottom. If you can see here, I have a wire going in, laying on the very bottom underneath all of the bedding, so it can get direct contact, because that is the probe that's going to tell the thermostat when to click on and off. The next is just the regular power cord, and you're going to plug that into the wall. And then here you'll press set, and this is the heating element. Make sure it is on heat, and you can then set it to there. This one is still warming up. It's at 85 right now. It's been plugged in for a couple minutes, but it will eventually reach 90. Now if you ever see it going above 90 when it's not supposed to and the probe is on the correct spot, you may have one that is malfunctioning or not built properly, so then you can contact whoever you got it from. But you have to make sure you have a thermostat with a heat mat. You cannot have a heat mat without a thermostat. So now we have the second heating option. You can also go with a light. Now, make sure that when you are buying your lighting system and your bulb, you are buying the correct wattage to produce the temperatures that you want to be produced. For a baby corn snake, sand boa, ball python, I recommend 85 to 90 degrees for a hot spot. Ball pythons can take it a little bit hotter, more in the 95 degrees for their hot spot as a baby, but for smaller snakes like the sand boas and corn snakes, about 85 to 90 degrees for their warm spot. This is when it's going to be really important to have a thermometer, one on the hot side and one on the cool side, because it's very important that this is not too hot for them. You also want to make sure it's getting hot enough. So this is another one you can go for. Be careful though. You can also buy tanks that are short. They're still the same length and size and everything, they're just a lot shorter. People also opt for those for baby snakes. But I don't recommend using a light when you have the short terrariums. I definitely go with a under tank heating system for that. But this is another option you can use. Personal preference, whichever you want to use. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to start posting more regularly here on YouTube. Don't forget to also check out our website, wardsworldofreptiles.com, our Morph Market store, our Instagram, our Facebook, and our TikTok. We post on all of that social media. So follow along if you want to see more videos. Thanks.